It was the Toblerone and then the wagon wheel. They got smaller. Definitely not in our imaginations. Our sweet treats are shrinking before our very eyes.
But which are the worst culprits in what is being called shrinkflation phenomenon? Got that right. Alice Beer is here to investigate.
What's the plural of phenomenon?
Don't ask me today, Alice.
Well, this is...
Phenomenon.
This is a phenomenon because...
It is.
Because I thought... I mean, you've got Quality Street here as an example,
Yes.
sort of over the years.
Yes, look at it, through the 80s, the 90s, the noughties and current day. Things are getting smaller. But shrinkflation is when the price stays the same and the quantity, the product, the volume gets smaller.
So this means that the manufacturers have two choices. They can either put the prices up or they can make the product smaller and keep the price the same, so you get less for the same money.
Exactly. Or third choice, actually, Philip, they can change the formulation, and we do not like that at all.
No, because it changes the flavor.
I'm surprised, actually, because the Office for National Statistics, and I thought this was going to be, you go back to, you know, sort of 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and you expect things to get a little bit smaller. I mean, it was the same with curly whirlies and wagon wheels. I just sort of, my hands were getting bigger as I got older. But 200 products had shrunk since September 2015. This is recent.
And that was in the sample that they took. It's thousands. Thousands over the years get smaller. So let's have a quick look at Quality Street. This is this year's tin of Quality Street. It's a fiver. We all know you go into your supermarket, this size tin, it's a fiver, and it was last year and the year before. This is how many fewer chocolates you're getting
From
this
last year?
From last year.
No, wait.
Yes.
It's just a bit sneaky.
Well, it feels a bit sneaky, but
That's a lot.
It is,
It is
quite
a lot, especially for
isn't
such a
it?
tiny tin.
And can we have a little homage to the brown toffee?
And also, it shouldn't be made out of plastic, but there we go.
Sorry, it's not a tin anymore, is it? It's a plastic. They make headlines. Shrinkflation makes headlines when it's our family favourites. So the Toblerone...
No, too fast. You're going too fast.
Sorry.
You're going too fast. We've got new sweets here.
Oh, sorry. OK, let's just go.
That one tastes like a caramel that we've had in there before.
Really?
That's the new one.
These are the new ones?
This is the new one that's in most tins. It's the caramel brownie. And this one, the black one, is exclusive to John Lewis this year. And
that's
that
a
is
soft caramel with a new dress.
crispy
Yeah, it tastes the same.
truffle
Nice,
bite. And the brown rectangular hard toffee, it's gone.
That's a bit like a
It is no
Malteser.
more. Is it? We like them. You let me know when I can move on, and I
Sorry,
will.
carry on.
You should know now. When we've eaten them, you move on.
Good. Well, you can sample the Toblerone, because people have been stroking that, trying to get at it. So the Toblerone, do you remember back in 2016, they increased the gaps between the triangle? That was sneaky. Then in Jaffa Cakes, they went from 12 to 10 in a packet. That was sneaky. Fish fingers, the same. There were 2 missing. The price stayed the same. That was sneaky. That was duplicitous. But these are luxury goods, and these made the headlines. The thing when it makes me angry, and I think we're being deceived, when it hits the shopping basket, the essentials. And there are many, many people in this country who suffer from food insecurity. They want to buy their shopping bag and they need it to last a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So Hovis has gone from 800 grams to 750 grams. The
What's that
price
in
has
slices?
stayed the same. Well, you're losing nearly 2 slices.
Right, OK.
And the price has stayed the same at £1.10. Dishwasher tablets. Suddenly there were 7 tablets missing, which meant the price of a dishwasher, was 15 pence, went from 15 pence to 20 pence. And that becomes significant. It certainly becomes significant when you're a pet cat. And the number of pouches in Felix for £10 went from 44 to 40.
I mean, that seems quite a big drop again.
It does, but again, as Philip said, if the price of ingredients has gone up, the competition on the high street is immense, what do? Do they change the formulation? Do they increase the price, which we really don't like?
Can I ask a question? So is it going into profits for the company, or is it just covering costs? Because I think that's the difference.
Well, they would say that we either put the prices up or we give you less. Now, actually, if they're giving us a few fewer Quality Street, that's OK. If they're giving us this many fewer Doritos, well, I could get through that bag quite happily.
Well,
with
when
a
you
cup of gin
open
and tonics.
pretty much any bag of crisps now, especially the very well-known brands, not the posh brands, you open them up, there's hardly any in
The
there.
air floats out. You get a lot of air for your money, don't you? It's good value. So what can we do about it? I mean, it's difficult because when they introduce these changes of sizes, what they often do is they put them in one supermarket and then in another supermarket at a different time. So it's not across the board, so it's very confusing. And often there'll be a promotion at the same time. So the price might might come down a little bit, and then it will go back up to where it was.
Well,
but you've still got less product.
Because here you say there are 4 less in this
Yes,
box now. Yeah,
yes.
but on the top of that box it says 40-pound jumbo pack.
Well,
which
what was
sounds
the
great.
44 then?
Yeah.
Jumbo
Used to be
plus.
40, yes.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So the horseradish went from 250 grams to 136 grams. The price went down, but the grams went... the price went way up. So for 100 grams, you got 58 pence, and now it's 74 pence. So they're kind of blinding us with science. The same price, you get 10 less digestives. It's very confusing. What can we do about it? Well, if you are genuinely struggling to eke out your shop, you're going to have to try, if these prices make a difference, you're going to have to try the own brand, which is obviously cheaper, and you're going to have to start doing what most people find very boring, looking at unit prices. On every shelf, there is a unit price. Price per volume, price per grams, there is a unit price. So, for example, and it will tell you where you're getting a bargain. For example, if you went into Tesco's, as I did the other weekend, and looked for loo rolls, you'd think, oh, there we go, big one, that's going to be cheaper, isn't it? That's 16 rolls. You can buy 2 packets of 9 rolls, so 18 rolls, for less.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's why you need to have a look at your 100-sheet price. You've got to look at it, because otherwise you have no idea what you're doing. So all this, you can call it deception, you can call it saving us, putting the price up, but actually it is up to us, the shopper, to find the bargains. And, you know, that's a significant difference.
Yeah, and there's a significant amount more plastic on those 2 bags than there is on that one, I would suggest.
Well, there is, yes, but unfortunately, unless you go for one of the ecologically friendly, the environmentally friendly loo rolls,
that's what you're going to get.
You'll start.
Do the
I'm afraid.
manufacturers, there's so much research done on this by them, I'm absolutely sure. But the manufacturers obviously find it much more agreeable to consumers to make things smaller than put the prices up.
Oh, absolutely. Putting the price up is a no-no, completely. And as I said, changing the formulation is a no-no. So this, apparently, is what we want. I don't know, do we want it? It seems deceitful,
Well,
it
what
seems
we
like
want
stealth.
is honesty. That's
We
what
do want honesty.
Honesty and openness.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Alice.
Alice, thank you. Thank you very much.